Season 9 of Doctor Who. Just finished watching it. Day of the Daleks, The Curse of Peladon, The Sea Devils, The Mutants and the Time Monster. So this video is basically just going to be my review. You should know the score by now. Click up in the corner if you want to watch the other season reviews. So I'm just going to be going from Day of the Daleks to The Time Monster, reviewing each episode as we go through. So without further ado, Day of the Daleks. So the CGI in this is really good for its time. You can see a massive difference between the end of last season and the start of this season. I feel like most of the budget of the whole season though was used up on a lot of the special effects in this. Or it might just be like remastered or something, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It was a very good story. I remember not liking it last time I watched it. I thought it dragged a lot and I thought it was very bad. On rewatch, I thought it was really good. I enjoyed every minute of it, really. And yeah, then we get on to The Curse of Peladon, a story that's always been one of my favourites. It still is, really good story. It keeps you wanting to see more all the time. It's really sad at the end when Jo can no longer see King Peladon, because you can see something probably could have developed. You can see something probably could have developed there. If they stayed or something. And it was a funny ending as well when the real person from Earth came along and the Doctor and Jo had to sort of run away. Then we get on to the Sea Devils. Obviously it's the Master's return. So it is the first time the Master's been seen since he got taken away in the in the Daemons. So in this one we've got the Master in prison. He takes control of the prison really well. It shows his power really well. I love the fencing scene. I think everyone knows the fencing scene. It's very iconic, as well as the moment when the Doctor kills, the Doctor frightens the Sea Devil with his sonic screwdriver blowing up the landmines. Jo's escape from prison was really exciting. It sort of shows how strong Jo can be in her own little way. The Doctor seemed very powerless throughout a lot of it, especially when he was stuck in the prison. Again, that added more sort of suspense to it and it worked really well. And that window scene, when Jo and the Doctor were talking through the window, sort of miming to each other, that clearly inspired Russell T Davies when he was writing Partners in Crime. And it was basically the Silurians, but just a naval version, and to be honest it was done a lot better than the Silurians, I must admit. Then we get onto the Mutants. This is probably my least favourite Jon Pertwee story. Always has been, probably always will be. It's very slow, it's very boring. It's not a bad story, the idea of it's quite good. And some of it is alright, some of the dialogue is alright. But it's just executed so badly. I don't know what it is. It just didn't seem fun. It didn't excite me as much as I feel like it probably should have done. And then we get on to The Time Monster. Obviously, this is the final story of the season. Again, another story where I've never exactly liked it that much. The Time Detector looked like a cock. It's a very sort of all over the place story. 1 minute you're in England, the next you're in Atlantis. So it's it goes from one extreme to another in a way. But it's not awful. Like I said, I remember hating it. I don't hate it anymore. It's quite underrated, I must admit. The scene when the Doctor and Jo were in the dungeon, sort of going for a heart-to-heart sort of moment, worked really well. It shows how close the Doctor and Jo's relationship and friendship is. And I do like that. I think it worked really well. I thought it was beautiful. Ha! Gay! And the ending was quite funny as well, especially for well, I was surprised they actually did it when Sergeant Benton turned back into a bloke from a baby, and he was still naked and he just stood there. It was quite funny, especially for classic 1972 Doctor Who. But yeah, so that's basically the season in a nutshell. It was good. It obviously had one of my favourite stories in it with The Curse of Peladon. It had one of my least favourite stories in it with The Mutants. But yeah, so cheers for watching. If you want to see my season 10 review, it should be out very soon. Subscribe, obviously. I do have another video coming out. It is all ready on my laptop to upload to the internet and upload to YouTube. That will be coming out after this Christmas. There's obviously going to be the Christmas special, and I'll obviously react to that. If you want to see my reaction to the Children in Need clip from Doctor Who, be my guest. But yeah, so cheers for watching the video. Really does mean a lot. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Comment what you thought of every episode of the season in general. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later.